Hope you guys are ready for another episode of Double D's in your face. That's right.
And welcome back to another episode of Toxic Masculinity. Here I am with my co-host, Don the Predator Frye, and yours truly, Dan the Beast Severn here. We're here to entertain, offend, defend anybody and everybody because we really don't give two shits. And in this segment right now, we're going into our segment known as Double D's in your face. And you can use your imagination on however you want to qualify that double D's.
That's it, dude.
Could be Don, could be Dan, could be double D's.
So Conor McGregor says he wants to come back.
Good.
And fight later this year.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think we need Conor back to do some more of his antics.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's entertaining.
Absolutely.
Maybe fight Poirier again. I mean, it
doesn't matter.
Do you think that he deserves to fight a big name right out the gate just because who he is and what he's done for the sport, or think he needs to kind of come back in and give him some fights where he can get some wins under his belt?
Well, let him have Poirier. He talks shit about Poirier's wife. Let Poirier have his shot at him. Yeah.
I think Diaz said he don't want any part of him anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says fuck that guy.
Poirier said that he doesn't want any more Conor McGregor.
No. I'm just saying Diaz. Nate was saying he doesn't want to fight. He said he wants to fight. He's been begging for a fight, which I want to see him back in the ring. Those guys, they need to be in the ring.
Well, why wouldn't he fight McGregor?
He wants something else. He says that's over. He's done with that part. You don't want to get. Don't want to fight him again.
Well, because he's not getting paid what he should get paid.
Yeah,
that's a big fight. That fight, whether both those guys have been out for a couple of years or whatever it is, it doesn't matter because that fight's going to draw. That fight's going to put asses in seats.
But, yep.
How do you think Conor would match up against Usman?
Usman would kill him.
Yeah,
Usman's a fucking animal.
Yeah. I think he's just a different level than Conor's at right now.
There's nobody out there to handle Usman.
Yeah, obviously that's who Conor wants.
Well, yeah. But I would say go for the Poirier fight, get that one out. And that's the thing is you got to pay these guys, man. Jeez. They deserve it.
I agree.
You say all that now, and then you guys start looking at what kind of persons were you picking up way back when. Look at the kind of person I was picking up way back then. But times have changed.
Yeah.
At the times that we were competing, you were making the best paydays at that time. I made the best paydays at my time.
Right.
It's just that with each, you look at what did an NFL player make, 30 years ago. What did a NBA player make 30 years ago? And you look at today, they've gone up. So. One of the things I don't like, just another thought just came to my mind is I don't like the way that the UFC wants you to wear their uniform with their sponsors.
That's bullshit.
To me, it's like that was one of the things that you could almost do better than your purse by just going out and hustling and getting your own sponsors.
It takes away all the individualism that that boxing has, that fighting's supposed to have, and they stole that.
Well, that's why I would say that when people ask me all the time, should there be more fight companies? I go, yeah, because it's a check and balance. If you're not doing right by the fighters, now the fighters have somewhere else to go.
Right.
So I always say that competition is a good thing. If you're doing right by them, you have nothing to worry about if you're doing right by them. But if you're not, well, they might be looking to jump ship then.
Well, unfortunately, you don't know when the fuck Bellator's putting on a show. God damn, there's no proper advertisement
promotion
for them and for PFL.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then all those bare knuckle boxing too. Those are interesting.
All right, I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, they're good. I like them. That Paige Van Zant is supposed to be. She hasn't won, but she's supposed to be boxing again soon, I think. Yeah, she's been going through a little dry spell there, but she still looks good though.
Yeah, she's a hottie.
And she's been out on AEW, I think, too, here and there, showing up with their crew.
My girl's Rose. Oh man.
Oh man.
Rose is so sexy. She'd grow her hair back. She'd
Even with short hair. I mean,
but she'd grow her hair back, and she looks like a fucking model, and she'd be Hollywood be begging for her. You know,
she's gorgeous.
She'd be begging.
Yep. You ever see what's her name? I think it's Rhea Ripley. I think her name is now. She's in WWE, and she's this blonde chick, big. They made her look like a, kind of like a skater chick, with short hair, piercings, tattoos. But when you first came out, she looked like Charlotte Flair.
Oh yeah.
They probably they changed her whole persona probably because
Can't
too
have
similar.
two. Yeah.
Yeah, she was this big girl, good looking, and then you see her now, it's just like, wow, it's the same person.
Oh,
It's like, who's that? Yeah, but she was really good looking. Now she's just total different persona.
Got that freak look on.
Yeah, not even short hair, shaved and piercings.
Jeez.
Too bad.
Yeah, but she's a hell of an athlete though. She's awesome. Oh, did you guys? I know when we had Mick Foley on, he kind of brought it up about the stunner that Vince McMahon took. Did you guys ever see that?
Yeah.
Did you ever get a chance to see it yet? What about you, Dan?
Stunner from who?
So Stone Cold was on WrestleMania this year, and he came out. There was now they do ever since COVID they did a 2-night thing at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And they just kind of kept it going, and so now WrestleMania is 2 nights, and then so the first night Stone Cold headlined and fought this guy Kevin Owens. It was a really good match. He did a really good job. Won his match, and then did his thing, drank some beers, stunned some people, and then the second night. I guess McMahon has his new protege guy, and Stone Cold comes out after the match and stuns that guy, and which is actually pretty epic. That guy sold it like no other. Flew out of the ring. It was pretty good. And I think Austin Theory is his name or something like that. And anyways, McMahon was it's his new protege, so he was out there, and they're like, oh, let's drink some beers with him, and they went to drink the beers, and McMahon went to take a stunner, and it was the worst stunner you're ever gonna see. You got
the best worst stunner. Okay, gotcha.
Horrible.
Yeah, I should make sure Don saw it the other day. It's just McMahon has no reason trying to do that.
Well, he's 76 years old now, right?
Yeah.
He shouldn't be in there.
No.
God bless him. He's done a great job for, in the last 50 years.
Oh, yeah.
But, stay the fuck out of the ring. You're the
that's
boss.
saying,
You own
and
the
he
company.
still looks good. He still looks like he's in good shape and all, but you can just tell he can't. Just when Stone Cold went to do the little gut kick, he almost fell down right there, and the only thing that kept him up with the ring, the rope saved him.
Staggered around.
Yeah, it was comparable. I don't know if you ever saw years ago when he stunned Linda McMahon.
No.
Oh man, that's another one you have to check. It was pretty bad. Yeah,
the bosses want to get involved, especially at WWE, because the pay scale goes to where you're at, in the show.
Yep.
So if they're involved in the main event, then they're getting a big old giant paycheck that they're taking from the wrestlers.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, especially if you get in an event like WrestleMania.
Right.
I mean, that's the Super Bowl of events right there.
It's just like Dana White, with the uniforms. You're stealing money from the fighters.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think about Elon Musk buying Twitter?
I think it's great. I love the
44
reactions.
million?
I love the reactions of all the liberals.
Yeah. 44 billion, I believe, something like that. Ridiculous. Good for him, right?
Yeah. Well, he's worth what, 250 billion?
Did you hear that? He says that he wants to charge businesses and government to use Twitter.
Yeah. I think it's great.
I think he should. I think that's wonderful, and then really donate it to whatever charity.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to get paid back his 44 billion first.
Well, exactly. But everybody else is going to be using it for free. But if he charges, government things of that nature, I mean, he'll still rack up good money with that, and then just to make his money back, give some to charity. It's kind of like he's at that point where do you really need more money?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, money's a good thing just to buy you that freedom that you don't have to do anything. But
wait,
he's
Mr. Severn, would you ever reach that point?
Oh, of course it would.
When is that point?
Well, I can't really give that to you right here now.
Yeah.
But it's okay. There will be that point where again where yeah, I have a certain aspect of charity or charities that I believe in already that I do things for that I go in and I'm there and I don't charge them for anything because I'm there because I believe in what they do.
Yeah.
So-
What charities are those?
Most things that
the Dan Severn
Well,
Severn
charity.
Foundation.
Yeah, well, again, I'm big about kids. First off, I mean, I'm really big about kids because kids are innocent.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
They have to learn. They have to
100%.
learn everything from adults, and again, that's learning hate or kindness or all this other stupidity that's happening in the world. It's a learned behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So, when parents are starting to let their child decide for themselves what gender they want to be and stuff like that.
That's
That's
fucking
just a
idiotic.
crock of shit. Just a crock of shit.
Absolutely, kids should be playing, playing with toy guns or dolls or what have you, action figures.
Yeah, digging hole, making
Yeah.
forts,
Yeah,
and throwing rocks at each
riding
other.
their fucking bikes. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
it's a lost art, man. Playing outside.
yeah. You BB gun
Yeah,
army.
Yeah.
well, like I said, one of these nights that I've got my grandkids' animals out there, I'll bring the laptop out there just so you can see. They my my son and my son-in-law, they play with the kids, but they play a little bit on the rougher side. Not that they're trying
Yeah.
to make them mean and rough like that, but again, they play a much more physical type play. I mean, like yesterday, they had like these football tackle dummies, and they were setting the kids up on top of it. But it's close to a crash pad, like a 4x8 crash pad,
Yeah.
and they're basically just pushing forward. And literally, as the grandkids come, they're lifting their legs on up, and they're hitting on the button, scooting right across. I mean, they were having a blast. They're having a time left. They run right back again.
Oh, my kids are little. I'd pick them up by the ankle, carry them around upside down,
Yeah.
and swing them and all that shit.
Yeah, they're always scared at
That's
first. But then they said more,
Mine
more.
were never scared. They
Well,
loved it.
They're always some of them scream and say, "Oh no, stop!" And then as soon as you do, more again.
Yeah, I'd throw a working punch at my oldest daughter, and she would take the bump. And one time, I had a couple of beers before that. So,
Your depth perception was off a little bit.
threw a working punch. She went, "Now, Dad, you hit me," and she didn't cry. She, not at all. "Dad, you hit me." It's like,
Yeah.
work on your
You got your punches.
delivery.
Yeah. Practice on a pillow. When
Yeah.
you don't hit the pillow, we'll let you go by
So you got to be on your toes.
again.
Yeah, so shit, my kids are tough.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they are.
Katie was like 3 or 4 years old and broke her wrist, and her mom wouldn't take her to the hospital for probably about 3 or 4 weeks later, and the doctor said, "Yeah, she broke her wrist, but it's almost healed now."
Just like her papa.
Yeah, and too dumb to stop.
I do. If I can interrupt for a moment, because I know I started to mention this at the very beginning. Me versus me. What is this shirt significant of?
This is from Ray. Remember Ray Cash Care,
Yeah.
our first guy?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, our
okay.
first guy on the
Okay,
show.
but I don't remember him saying me versus me though.
It was just one of his many shirts, He just
Yeah, he
Okay.
talked
me
about it.
versus me. I'm the biggest enemy of myself.
Like conquering the mountain.
Well, I think that's great though, just to bring that right back on up because again, that's where people have to be reminded again and again about things. It's kind of going. Most people are their own worst enemy,
Right.
for doing things or not doing things.
You remember
So
that?
I like that me versus me.
Yeah, the biggest muscle in your in your body, and the biggest enemy,
Is that the biggest muscle?
Well, I don't know.
No. Again, okay. when you look at the
And the
actual-
weakest.
what's that?
And it can be the weakest too.
Yeah, but okay, but is the brain really the biggest area for a muscle? When you look at quadriceps, or if you look at the gluteus maximus, what? Okay, think about that. I actually think the gluteus maximus is the bigger muscle.
How about your latissimus dorsi?
Well, okay, you all
Dan's
if
right.
you combine if
It
you
is the
combine them
gluteus
both,
maximus.
Well, it just depends on how old
Did-
you
did-
are. I lost
did-
my gluteus, when I was in that stroke. So
Well, typically, like men as they get older, they tend to lose more and more. They lose their butt.
yeah,
They don't
yeah.
fill out their genes the same way that they filled them out at one point in time.
Right. That's just curious, Where on the other hand, the women, theirs grows.
What's the fruit? Is it a pear?
Yeah, a pair, yeah.
A peach.
Yeah. Well, no, that would look more and more like a pear as they get older because they tend to get a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
more bottom heavy and
Yeah.
I got you.
Thank you for watching another episode of Double D's in your face. You better like, subscribe, and share, or I'm going to come to your house.